Well, guys, we only have 5 days until Predator, Killer of Killers, releases on Hulu. You know, the streaming service that was once owned by News Corporation and NBC Universal, until Disney took 60% of Hulu's ownership. Until in 2023, when NBC Universal gave up on Hulu so that they could focus on their own streaming service, known as Peacock. This leads to Disney owning the entire streaming service, which only has 50.2 million subscribers. Damn, Disney spends more money on marketing their shitty live-action remakes than promoting their other streaming service they own. The only good thing is that I have a Hulu subscription. It's so that I can watch some of the Cartoon Network classics, the Animaniacs reboot, and the upcoming revival of The Amazing World of Gumball. Okay, back on topic. I have no expectations for this movie to be good, simply because they hired a shitwad who worked at the infamous studio, known as the Asylum, to co-direct and write this movie.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
This is coming from the same guy who came up with the story for Mega Shark vs. Crocosaurus. Fuck you, Dan Trachtenberg. You could have gotten Guillermo del Toro, Brad Bird, or Tim Burton to write this movie. They could have made this movie 1,000 times better. But no! You chose a guy who only wrote and directed shitty movies. There's no justification for Dan or Bob Iger to pick this writer. Disney owns billions of dollars from their crappy remakes, TV shows, and merchandise. They could have used all of that fucking money to get a professional writer to write this movie. But they've decided to pick this shit stain, who hasn't written anything good in his entire career. Okay, let's move on to the second trailer. So this movie is trying to convince us that the predators have been hunting on planet Earth since the Viking era.
That's some bullshit.
This is stupid. It's absolutely stupid. In Alien vs. Predator, they've been hunting on planet Earth since 2000 BC. All the pyramids alongside the Yautja and Xenomorphs were destroyed by the beam, leaving no trace of their existence, with the remains being frozen in Antarctica years later. In Prey, the feral predator started hunting in 1719, keeping it consistent with the time progression. Also in Predator 2, where a predator gives Detective Mike Harrigan a gun, that's the same gun that Adelini gives to Naru and uses it against the predator in the film. How the fucking hell is this even possible in this movie? We've never been shown at any point in the Predator series that they've hunted since the 7th early 20th century. This is something that a writer from the Asylum would pull out of their ass. Did they not take a single moment to think about the repercussions of this writing decision? Or are they really that fucking stupid that they don't care about how bad this is going to look overall? Maybe I can ignore this if this was its own thing, but it's not its own thing. It's canon to the entire Alien Predator franchise. Bad writing is one thing, but this is just disrespecting the source material. Do you think that Jim and John Thomas, the original writers of the first Predator film, would accept such a stupid story? Of course not! Another problem that I've had with this movie is the characters. They're flat, uninteresting, and I don't give a crap about them. Maybe it's the marketing for this film. So maybe there'll be complex characters once this film comes out. But still, though, Dutch Schaefer and Ellen Ripley are memorable characters in the Alien Predator franchise than these fuckers.
Boo!
Yeah, boo them. You're booing them or me?
You! Oh, it's me. I just have no hope that this movie can be actually great like the original Predator and Prey. I can't believe that there's people who are excited to see this movie, despite the points that I've said. I was pretty excited when this was just an unconfirmed rumor last year. But I lost all of my excitement once further information came out, alongside the first trailer. With hiring a shitty writer, disrespecting the source material, and characters that you don't give a fuck about if they got killed or not. This movie will possibly suffer the same fate as War of the Rohirrim. I was excited about that movie simply because we haven't gotten an animated Lord of the Rings movie since Ralph Bakshi's adaptation in 1978. And look how that fucking went! I'm predicting that this film will be not terrible or possibly mediocre. I'll be surprised if this film actually turns out to be good. And I'll possibly put this film in my top 5 Alien Predator films ranking list. But at the same time, it'll possibly be a piece of shit. Just like Alien 3 and The Predator. I'll possibly spoil this movie if it gets a rotten score on Rotten Tomatoes. So please don't go watch this film when it comes out. Go play Predator, Hunting Grounds, rewatch Prey, or just wait until Predator. Badlands comes out in theaters this November. At least they don't disrespect the source material and had effort put into it. Do you agree that I have good points to think this film is bad, or do you disagree and I'm just over-exaggerating? Leave your opinions in the comments. And with that said, fuck Dan Trachtenberg and Bob Iger!
What the hell? What are you burning money for, you idiot? What the hell's wrong with you?
I will never give you money ever, PP.
Why? I just needed it for a restaurant.
Good luck with your restaurant, PP.